Namaste YouTube Coven, welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 29 of our 30 days of yoga journey. We are at the end of our journey together and today we are going to honour and celebrate the power of the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is the highest of all chakras, sitting here just at the crown of the head, and is the one that connects us to the heavens, to the world above us, to the world below us, and to that sense of wisdom that we have. So in today's practice, we are going to be working through a very powerful style of flow. So working through some skull cleansing breath, working through some slow and spicy Surya Namaskar before we play around with a peak pose of either child's pose or headstand. Today, you are joined by me and Luna, the headstand queen. And we are going to have a lot of fun to kind of finish this practice off with fire, with some positivity, and with connecting to the crown chakra. It's going to be a lot of fun. If Luna's here on the mat, then I imagine it's going to be utter carnage. So, Coven, to begin with, you're going to come in to a tabletop position. Excuse me. So coming into a tabletop position on your mat, and then you're going to gently drop down onto the forearms. So starting to take some modified cat-cow movements, we inhale to drop the chest, and then exhale to curve. Excuse me, Luna. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale to curve. So as you start to curve that spine, really begin to press the mat away. So bringing some strength into the shoulders. Beautiful. And then building up that strength, the next time you round into the shoulders, press the hands down, tuck toes under, and come to meet me in dolphin pose, walking the feet closer to you, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Walk the feet out, lower the knees to the mat, and from here we're going to slide onto the palms of the hands, tuck toes under, and come to meet in our downward facing dog. So pedaling out those legs, bending into one knee, bending into another, nod the head yes, shaking no, anything that feels good to you. So as this is quite a short and spicy practice, we're going to work through just 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar. So coming into a modified Surya Namaskar where we take our vinyasas nice and slow, and then we come to a dolphin pose hold. So from downward facing dog, you're going to gaze to the top of the mat. Maybe you take one big step, or maybe you take a little jump to come and meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, roll shoulders away, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend into the knees, sweep arms to the sky, bringing hands to prayer. And then lower them to heart center. So 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar. Following me. We inhale, take the hands high. Exhale, bend knees, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward. On your exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank. From plank, we're going to press off the toes. You can drop from the top or drop from the knees, but we lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, find upward facing dog. On your exhale, we bend into the knees to first come to down dog, and then we're going to drop down onto those forearms. From our forearms, walk the feet closer to you. Meet in dolphin pose for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet out. Meet me in downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of the mat, walking, stepping, jumping your way forwards. Inhale, gaze forward, create length. Exhale, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up and overhead to prayer. And then bring them to heart center. Round 2. I can't believe we're only on round 2. My arms are aching. Inhale, sweep the hands high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank, put down that sellotape. From plank, press off the toes, drop from the top or drop from the knees, but we lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hip bones to the sky. First come to down dog and then drop down onto those forearms. Come to meet in a dolphin pose, hold. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move back onto the hands, downward facing dog. So feel that fire, ready to come into our peak pose of child's pose or headstand in a moment, connecting to that crown chakra. And then when you're ready from here, gaze to the top of the mat, walking, stepping, jumping forwards. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend into the knees, sweep arms up and overhead to prayer. Bring it back to heart center. Woo. Round 3. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. From plank, we press off the toes, drop from the top or drop from the knees, but we lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, first we send hips to the sky, down dog, and then we drop down onto those forearms and begin to walk the feet closer. Holding dolphin pose for 5, now 10, 9, 8, 7, you've got it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, walk it out. Meet in downward facing dog. Keep that breath flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. The final chakra to awaken here. On your next breath, we gaze to the top of the mat. Take one big step or take a few little steps to bring yourself forwards. Inhale, create length. Exhale, bend into the knees. Roll body to standing. Arms flow up and overhead. Bring it back to heart center. So feel that breath flowing. Feel the energy pulsing through the body here. Ready to come into round 4. So 2 more rounds to go. We inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Press off the toes, drop from the top or drop from the knees that we lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Drop down to those forearms and explore your dolphin pose, walking the feet closer to you. Holding dolphin for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet out. Come to downward facing dog. Oh. Beautiful. Ready for the final round? We gaze to the top of the mat. Take one big step, jump, wiggle your way forward. On your inhale, we gaze forward, create length. Exhale, bend into the knees, sweep your arms up and overhead to prayer. Back to heart center. Oh. Giving ourselves a moment here. Oh. Arms are on fire. Feeling that mind is clear and awakened here, connecting with the wisdom of our practice. One more round before we come to explore our peak pose. We inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. From plank, press off the toes, drop from the top, drop from the knees that we lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hip bones to the sky, drop the hands down to the mat, and from here we walk in to our dolphin pose. Holding dolphin 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Meet briefly in downward facing dog. Before sending knees to the mat, untuck the toes. Come to sit back in hero's pose. So taking the hands to the belly here. Roll shoulders away from the ears. Tucking that last rib in. Crown chakra shining to the heavens. Breathing in through the nose and out. If those wrists are a little bit achy, maybe give them a wiggle here. Bring some neck stretches in. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to connect with our crown chakra in two ways. The first is going to be our peak pose, so our inversion. Now your inversion can be a down dog, it can be a dolphin pose, a child's pose, or even a headstand. Anything where the head is lower than the heart and than the hips. The second way we're going to connect with crown chakra is going to be our skull cleansing breath. So we're going to work through our peak asana first of all. So if you want to come to child's pose, maybe you bring the forehead down, lower the hips, lower the heart, come to a gentle variation to connect with the crown chakra. You can come to down dog, you can come to dolphin. If you have headstand in your practice, you might choose to come to headstand, maybe tripod or a classic headstand, but bring the top of the head down to the mat, working with a wall, working without, but find your way in to this pose. Coming into your headstand, and we hold it 10 breaths. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently relax the feet down to the mat and all together meeting in a child's pose. Perhaps giving that forehead a wiggle from left to right. Before pressing hands to the mat, roll the body to tabletop and take some cat-cow stretches. Beautiful. Coming in to a comfortable seated position, we're going to roll the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to take just 2 rounds of our skull cleansing breath, just to awaken that crown chakra with our breath as well as with our physical practice. So roll the shoulders away from the ears. What we're going to do is breathe in through the nose. And then take short, sharp exhales back out the nose. So imagine you're bringing your belly in and out. So you're trying to make really fast movements here. So we're going to take 5 rounds each round, just so we don't get dizzy. So following me from here, we're going to inhale, breathing in through the nose, filling the lungs, fill the belly. Exhale. Out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Ready for one more final round. Don't know if that sentence is correct, but we're going to roll it with it. 5 rounds here. We inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Before we resume our normal breath, long line of energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head shining towards the heavens. Feeling wise, feeling awakened. And then, to close today's practice, we're going to gently bow chin to chest, heaven to earth, with love, with gratitude to the power of our mind, the power of our crown chakra for coming to the mat, to those who joined us for their energy and support, and as always, from me to you, thanking you so much for joining me for day 29 of our Wake the Witch journey. I hope you enjoyed this brief little exploration into headstand, into the crown chakra. If you're looking to explore headstand a little bit more, then you can head on over to the COVEN, my online membership area, where I have a 1-hour flow designed to explore headstand, and I'm hoping to bring a journey to headstand workshop to my membership area in the new year. So you can check that out in the description box below. But thanking you so much for joining me here today. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow for the final day to awaken. From the bottom of my heart, witches, blessed be.